are What Binds Us by Jane Hirschman. There are names. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Whew. There are names for what binds us. Strong forces, weak forces. Look around. You can see them. The skin that forms in a half-empty cup. Nails rusting into the places they join, joints dovetailed on their own weight. The way things stay so solidly wherever they've been set down. And gravity, scientists say, is weak. And see how the flesh grows back across a wound with a great vehemence, more strong than the simple, untested surface before. There's a name for it on horses, when it comes back darker and raised. Proud flesh. As all flesh is proud of its wounds, wears them as honors given out after battle. Small triumphs pinned to the chest. And when two people have loved each other, see how it is like a scar between their bodies, stronger, darker, and proud. How the black cord makes of them a single fabric that nothing can tear or mend. Thank you. So nice. And now, my response poem entitled Atomic Theory. Some days, I feel as if I am being held together by a single thread. One snip, and I'm unraveled. Whenever I get so morbid, I like to start from the bottom. First, we are atoms, billions of them buzzing all around us, electrons spinning wildly out of control, looking for someone to fill them. Then, once carbon bonds with oxygen, bonds with hydrogen, and all the laws of matter have been applied, we are molecules. Molecules that stack on top of each other, building bridges and skyscrapers. And once their utopian society has been established, we are cells. Cells working, churning, living, dying, all in the course of a single day. And those cells go to make organs, a heart to pound in your chest, lungs to sigh with discontent, intestines to twist and knot in your belly, and a brain to tell them all to calm down. And after that, we are bones. Bones that hold us up straight, that take the punch and absorb the shock. A coarse white cage in which we can roam free. And finally, we throw a blanket of skin over it, a hat of hair, and we call ourselves humans. But there's still one last ingredient, one final stitch that completes the tapestry. Thoughts. Words, sometimes pictures, of feelings we can neither explain nor understand, but we make it our solemn duty to do both. Thoughts are what will remain, and they are what hold us all together. Thank you.
Mr. Carlisle from Team Socia. It's already ready. All right, so the previous round, OSHA, Team 1, got 139 points. Give it up for OSHA. Well, whatever, because I have a joke anyways. How do poets sneeze? Haiku! All right. On deck, we have OSHA Team 2.0. So please
I'm Mariah, and I will be performing Cartoon Physics Part 1 by Nick Flynn. Children under, say, 10 shouldn't know that the universe is ever expanding, inexorably pushing into the vacuum, galaxies swallowed by galaxies, whole solar systems collapsing. All of it acted out in silence. At 10, we are still learning the rules of cartoon animation, that if a man draws a door on a rock, only he can pass through it. Anyone else who tries will crash into the rock. 10-year-olds should stick with burning houses, car wrecks, ships going down, earthbound, tangible disasters, arenas where they can be heroes, and run back into a burning house. Sinking ships have lifeboats. The trucks will come with their ladders. If you jump, you will be saved. A child places her hand on the roof of a school bus and drives across a city of sand. She knows the exact spot it will skid. At which point the bridge will give, who will swim to safety and who will be pulled under by sharks. She will learn that if a man runs off the edge of a cliff, he will not fall till he notices his mistake. Thank you. My response poem is entitled Parachutes. By the time I was 10 years old, I knew the story of Peter Pan. Built a canopy around my bed and crowned myself princess. I ruled the soccer field and called the library my throne room. My skin, comprised of words housed ink-filled veins. I was a bit of a storyteller. Norse preferred endings to beginnings and fantasy to reality. I used to lie on my back, my bed, fit for a queen, and look up at the stars, my own little galaxy, swirling silently on my ceiling like the galaxy in Van Gogh's Starry Night. It's beautiful, wasn't it? Until I realized that I could see it during the day. Do you remember the conversation? I think it went a little like, hey, the sun is out, so why are there clear plastic star shapes on my ceiling? My father, who wasn't feeling much in the mood to continue the charade, laid a hand on my shoulder. You're getting older, he said. It's time for you to grow up now. It's time for me to grow up now. Peter Pan was never real. All princesses must become queen. Politics, tangible, real-world problems. I wasn't much of a soccer player. A little too slow. Santa Claus unmasked on Christmas Eve. It's time for you to grow up now. The Tooth Fairy must have forgotten. It's time for you to grow up now. My mother told me never to tell a lie. But isn't that childhood? One giant fantasy concealing deeply distorted reality, yet somehow all based on truth. The universal truth that we all must fall, but the human belief that assisted falling is somehow much more beneficial. That's why we invented parachutes, to ease the drop. But one day, when the ground is yanked from under our feet and no parachute can save us, we'll reach into our minds for the fairy tales, spill the stories we stealthily stored away in our hearts, look at the brother, the sister we've created out of thin air, knowing that they will care for us until our last day. Discovering the laws of physics as adults, we fall as children once again. Dreamers, recognizing our mistakes. It's really time for me to grow up now. Thank you.
Awesome. The score for Sosha, 148 points, round 2. That is the first time I heard some of the audience react. They were like, All right, let's just keep it going here. On deck, we have OSHA Team 1. That means coming to the stage, OSHA Team 2.0.
Hello. My name is Lily Spira, and I'll be reciting the poem Aria by David Barber. What if it were possible to vanquish all this shame with a wash of varnish instead of wishing the stain would vanish? What if you gave it a glossy finish? What if there were a way to burnish all this foolishness, all the anguish? What if you gave yourself leave to ravish all these ravages with famished relish? What if this were your way to flourish? What if the self you love to punish, knavish, peevish, wolfish, sheepish, we're all slicked up in something lavish? Why so squeamish? Why make a fetish out of everything you must relinquish? Why not embellish what you cannot abolish? What would be left if you couldn't brandish all the slavishness you failed to banish? What would you be without all this gibberish? What if the true worth of the varnish were to replenish your resolve to vanquish every vain wish before you vanish? Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lindsay Weirchuk, and I will be reciting an original poem titled Society. We all have our place in society. The rich, the poor, the in-between, the beautiful, the ugly, the plain. There are all those standards we have to meet. Work hard, be smart, do better than your best, but my best isn't good enough, good enough, good enough. And still, I get laughed at, scoffed at, yelled at because I'm too fat, and all because I don't look at the standards society puts on me. It's wrong to feel. Accept what someone says you should feel. Even though the grass may be greener on the other side of the fence, that doesn't mean that side is any lesser than the other. You shouldn't ask why. You should know why. Are you stupid? I can't understand. I attempt to understand and try, but I can't face the veneers people paint on themselves to fit that specific mold. It's wrong to be different. It's considered bad if you're not successful enough. You're wrong if you're not smart enough, pretty enough, confident enough. Or if you're not skinny enough that your bones show through your skin. Am I stupid for thinking that I'm fine, not being able to clearly see my ribs or my spine? Am I stupid in not knowing that is classified as beautiful? Perhaps I'm just too naive. Perhaps I'm just a kid who doesn't realize the world is a cookie-cutter place where it doesn't matter. You don't, no, you can't fit in. Sad as it is, we live in a sea where you're not allowed to be the person you see in the mirror each day because they're not good enough. I live in my worn-out jeans and cheap t-shirts that are size me. I'm rich, not in money, but in peace and dreams and emotions and love. This society is free. You and me, we are free. Thank you.
All right, Sage Hill score, 180, round 2. Wow. That's our highest score so far. All right, I have a joke. Why was John Keats always hounded by creditors? Because he owed too much. Anyways, welcome to the stage for the end of round 2, OSHA, team 1.
Union. Hello, my name is Henry Reinhardt, and I will be reciting Ozymandias by Percy Bysshe Shelley. I met a traveler from an antique land who said, "Two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that its sculptor well those passions read which yet survive, stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them and the heart that fed." And on the pedestal these words appear. "My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair." Nothing beside remains. Round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away. Thank you.
Life is tricky. Hello, my name is Blue Faye,
I'm Laura Volsky.
and we will be performing an original poem called Prophet. 10 miles outside the city of industry, there is a man who calls himself a prophet.
And for $25, he'll read your fortune with a pack of tarot cards, painted by the Egyptian scribe who wrote
Amenhotep's Book of the Dead, which details the art of hydromancy on 3x5 note cards of papyrus written in hieroglyphics and crocodile's blood. It is said that he's the son
of a Native American medicine man
and a Wicca from Detroit, and that he knows a song that women sing in the mountains of Tibet to cure cancer.
a Mayan recipe for preparing a human being with a mango stuffing, which serves 10 to 12 people.
And how to change the course of destiny by repositioning the alignment of the stars with nothing but a pair of tweezers and a paperclip. And it is said
that he is in love with the ghost of Emily Dickinson,
and that if a woman brings 3 threads from her mother's wedding veil
and a drop of a man's blood that has been pricked on the thorns of a centenarian rose
and the beating heart of an embryotic turtle dove, he will burn them in a pyre kindled with sage and cherry wood and give her the captured smoke in a sea glass bottle,
which when inhaled will procure her beloved forever.
But when I went to him and asked if you would ever love me, he just closed his eyes and touched my arm and said no.
167 points.